Alright, hey, it's JT with Big Toybox Reviews, and we're going to be taking a look at some mid-engine cars here today in the Big Toy Box. This is for a Diecast challenge, a reply to a Diecast challenge, and this is the mid-engine challenge. I believe this was put up by Spider's Diecast, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at some mid-engine cars. At first I thought this was going to be a difficult task to find some of these mid-engine cars, but actually it proved not to be too bad. This first car that's on the table here is the Matchbox Group C Racer, and this is sort of a fantasy car. It is a replica of a Sauber race car, which is a real Group C race car. And yeah, this is it here. It looks pretty cool. I like it because it has the Castrol logo on it. It also has the Castrol logo on the wing, which you can't see, but it's pretty much worn off on this one. I know I've showed this car before. I really do like this casting quite a bit. I think it's pretty impressive. And in the same vein as the Group C Racer from Matchbox, we have an actual fantasy car here as well. We have the Air CX4. This is the one from the Hot Wheels Team Racing. As you can see, it's definitely a mid-engine car. It has the opening hood cover in the back, or engine cover in the back there. And this one has a Chevrolet logo on it. It's a fantasy car, but they did put the Chevrolet logo on some of the race team ones. So there is the Air CX4. This is a vintage Hot Wheels fantasy car. It's one of my favorite from back in the day. I actually have this in Ultra Hot's version also, and that is one really cool looking car in the Zamac with the flames on it and the Ultra Hot wheels. A very, very neat car. Let's see what else we have here. This is an old one. This is a little bit beat up. This is Turismo. Turismo was supposed to be a DeLorean DMC-12, like the Back to the Future car, but in the end, they decided not to let Mattel have the rights to make the DeLorean, and Mattel decided to modify the car to make it look a little bit different than a DeLorean. But it's still basically a DeLorean DMC with some arrows on the back there for turn signal indicators. And it's definitely also a mid-engine car. Now, I can't do mid-engine cars without the next one here. There it is. The Porsche 914, I believe this is supposed to be the 914-6, so it's the 911's motor in the little 914. This is a Volkswagen Audi co-designed with Porsche type car. Amazing car for handling, not a very fast little car, although if it had the 911's motor in it, the 914-6 would be a pretty quick car. The engine is behind the seats, which is a really, really cool cool design, quite honestly. This one here is in this bright greenish color. I don't know if this is a Porsche Chartreuse or not. And it has the dog dish style classic Matchbox wheels on it. This is a nice Matchbox casting, and one I only ever found loose. It was actually a pretty hard one to find. Alright, let's see what the next one is. It's going to be another fantasy car here. We've got, well, sort of a fantasy car. I believe this is called the Royal Flash, and this is based on a Lotus Esprit. This is a very cool car too, and we know it's based on a Lotus because it says Lotus and it has the Union Jack there on the hood. This is a classic Hot Wheels Flying Colors car, I believe. Anyways, it's definitely a mid-engine car, or a representation of a mid-engine car. I really, really like this one as well. It's a very cool car. I do believe I've shown this on here before. Not up close like this, but I did a video of it. Alright, here's another mid-engine car. And this is sort of a fantasy car as well, I guess you would say. It's an El Camino, but it has the engine in the back there, right behind the seats, right behind the rear window. We have a variant with a wing and a variant without a wing. The variant without the wing has the Shark Patrol logo on the side, and it's a little beat up, and I'm not a huge fan of it with the really blacked out plastic motor that they have in it. I do like it in the gold chrome though. I think it looks pretty cool. And I do like the casting overall. It's a very neat casting. But I kind of like it better with the wing. If they're going to go crazy on it with the engine in the back, they might as well go completely crazy on it and put a giant wing on the back of it, right? Anyways, kind of a fantasy car, kind of a real car because it is an El Camino, but definitely a mid-engine car with that engine sitting back there in front of the rear axle. Alright, well, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't at least try to find a Ferrari to put in it, and it's a mid-engine Ferrari. This is the F355 Challenge. This is a really cool casting from Hot Wheels. It has a plastic wing on the back. It's pretty well detailed. It doesn't get taillight tampos, but it does look pretty decent. It has a bunch of sponsorships on the side. I believe it has the Shell Racing logo on the side there on the bottom in front of the quarters. Yes, it does. That's really cool. It has a lot of different sponsorship there on the side. And it has the Italian colors on the racing stripe down the center of the hood. So this is a pretty cool one. I love Ferraris. I really wish they would bring Ferrari back to Hot Wheels, especially like for a mainline car, because you know, Maisto makes Ferraris, but they don't make any dollar Ferraris or $1.25 or entry-level price cars, and that's really disappointing for those of us that like to get the cheaper cars. But I really love these old Hot Wheels, and I love showing them off. I don't see them a lot anymore, so I try to show them off when I can. Got a mid-engine car contest, or mid-engine car challenge here, and might as well show off a Ferrari if you can find one, right? Super cool. All right, let's see what's coming up next. All right, the next one we have here, if we have a Ferrari, we'll most likely have a Lamborghini, so we don't want to let everybody down that loves the Lamborghinis. And this one is no disappointment for me. This was a mystery car chase piece. This was the #1 from a mystery car set from a few mystery model set from a few years ago. Anyways, this is the Huracan LP 620-2 Super Trofeo. And this is really an awesome casting. I'm not a huge fan of the yellow base on it, but for a mystery model, we got headlight tampos, and that is really cool. Not only that, we got that big wing in the back there, and a humongous diffuser there in yellow. It looks really good. I like it a lot. What's cool is on the end caps of the wing, it says Lamborghini, and it is done in the Italian flag stripes on it in a matte black, a semi-gloss matte black finish, which is really, really nice, and it's a really sinister looking piece. It's got the, they're probably PR5s, I can't really tell, but they have white rings on them, so they just look like black wheels with white rings. They look really good like this. And the casting is really neat. I really like this one. It's a special one for me because it's a really hard one to find in the mystery model chase pieces. We've got another fantasy car here. This is the Alien. Pretty sure this is a mid-engine car because there's definitely nowhere to put an engine in the front. But yeah, this is totally a fantasy car. This is really out there. This is actually a pretty rare one. This one was, it's a little rough. The canopy always gets a little bit of wear on it. I have the first edition in red as well, and it is probably in a lot better shape, but this blue one is very rare from what I understand. It has the ultra hot wheels on it, and this thing is just really cool. It looks like a spaceship, that's for sure. And it definitely looks like something an alien would drive. So yeah, this is the Alien. I have the white one with all the graphics on the side too, which I also really like. And this is a very heavy casting. This is a 90s era Hot Wheels car, so you know, it's not super valuable, but this one is pretty rare, so it's pretty hard to find. And it's pretty nice looking, and I thought I just had to put it on here for all these mid-engine cars, because I got some crazy mid-engine cars on here. I got all sorts of like fantasy cars and stuff like that, so you know, it's pretty cool. And last but definitely not least, we have the Bugatti Chiron here. This is a premium Hot Wheels, probably from a Car Culture series. We've got the graphics in the back, we've got the graphics on the side, we've got graphics in the front, we've got headlight graphics, we've got the grill logo, and we've got the Bugatti logo in the grill, I should say, and the grill detail. We also get the Ferrari style wheels on this with the Wheel Rider tires. This is a really cool casting. Absolutely gorgeous in this blue and black. What a stunning looking car, and probably my favorite car here in the mid-engine cars. Well, anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure to check out everybody else that does the challenge, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to really do some cool videos on here for the challenge. And everybody have a great day, and I'll see you next time.